Hey guys, so I am doing a video here to do some product recommendations for someone. So just to give you an idea of kind of how this works, if someone says that they're looking for a product specifically for X, Y, and Z, then what I do is I tune into their energy, of course, with permission. And then I do some research on what they're talking about. So in this case, it's menopause and hot flashes. Plus, I'm not just researching for menopause and hot flashes, I'm also tuning into their energy because sometimes there are other things going on that are causing this to happen, or there are some other things that they could be doing to improve that situation as well, right? So yeah, one of these things might be menopause, but again, it could be like it affects your sleep, right? So there will be things that are coming up for sleep. So in this case, one thing that popped up was red clover. So with this person's energy, one thing I was picking up is that they are in need of things that are very gentle for them as well, because when we're going through any type of changes in our life, we don't always need harsh, right? We need gentle. So for instance, something that's safe for pregnancy is pretty gentle, right? Therefore you can't be on medications, etc. when you're I shouldn't say you can't be on medications, but this is for safe for someone who would be on medication. That's a better way to put it, okay? So for this person, I put red clover and like a small amount of it, it would be $11. And then what I do is once I see what they pick out based on these things, plus they can ask for more stuff and I can show them more of what I have. But in this situation, I'm just showing them what I was feeling. I don't really know how much they want to spend. Maybe they want a lot of stuff, but this is just a give or take, right? So then I would kind of create a nice package for them so that they feel like they have a little bit of self-love, self-care around the situation. So this is $11 for a small red clover, and then on the basis that she has a thing to make loose tea with. If she doesn't, then I also have bags, and I can either bag it for her so that she already has tea bags that are made, which I find is really nice. That's how I like things to be done. Or I can just give her bags and she can make small amounts or large amounts, and it goes a really long way, which I love. And again, I'm going to do healing on the product as well. So when she goes to do that, setting the intention that we're going to be helping the situation for her. So I love stuff like this because when I go somewhere, I really like good energy to be put into things when they're made for me. All right. So I'm kind of customizing things based on you and what you're asking me about. The other thing is right now, my consults, I'm not charging anything for a consult. So this was like quite time consuming doing all the research, but it's also helping me because when you're investing in yourself, you're also investing in me as well. So I'm just sharing that, but eventually I will be charging for the consults. And of course, I'm not charging for the energy healing that I'm doing, but I want to see what other people are saying about other things that they have going on as well. And then I can do more videos based on that as well. And other people might have the same issues, okay? So, red clover. Hi, Valerie. So if you want to also share something that you have going on that you're focused on, I can do a product recommendation for you as well. For some reason, I'm really attracting a lot of people that do have hot flashes. They do have menopause. But also hot flashes aren't just caused from menopause, by the way. Okay. So if you don't like the taste of something, you can, hi Valerie, you can, also like I can make little blends for you too. You can say like, I don't like harsh teas, or I'm not really a tea drinker. And again, I like mixing and matching. I do that with my oils too. So that brings me into some chamomile. This is for meditation, sleep, luck, and success. So one thing about chamomile that I noticed is I don't really feel like this is like for menopause. What I was getting for this one is it's more about sometimes when we have hot flashes, they can wake us up at night, or we can get a little irritated. So the meditation and the sleep is more what this is related to. So I actually think that a chamomile blended with a red clover would be a really nice combination, because this is a little stronger and this is a really, really calming one. So I could make a little bit of each one in a bag, right? So that's just my recommendation. And then this isn't very pretty right now, but this is a chamomile hydrosol spray. So I'm going to bottle that up for her as well. That's $15. And so again, all it is it's made with the herb off of the flower, and then we turn it into a spray so that she can also use that as a form, again, like she would be using for the tea. And it's just an alternative, okay? Then I have, and again, guys, let me know what you have going on as well, and I can spend a little bit of time for you as well. And I don't need to say your name either, which is nice, and then I'll just send you the video. Okay, so I turn it into a YouTube video that's unlisted. So actually, if I don't use your name, I'll put it on publicly. If I do use your name, I'll do it unlisted, okay? Just throwing that out there. But regardless, you're gonna get the video and the information. So it's really nice if you guys want me to do one, because then I can show other people that are feeling some type of anxiety or depression, constipation, diarrhea. There's all kinds of different situations, but yeah, natural is obviously the better way to go. But we have to really be careful too with natural, because it can take longer to heal a situation. But in other forms, it can be even more intense than other things if it is a strong product. So it's good to know a little bit of background. So with lemongrass, I'm offering this for $15 in a large quantity. And because this one again felt stronger. And lemongrass is again great for pregnancy. If you're on medication, it's fine, but it's almost like an in-between of the red clover, I feel like, and the chamomile for strength. So it's that nice balance between calming, relaxing. We see this in foods as well, in some type of like Thai restaurants or Vietnamese. We see it in a lot of products actually, but this is like a nice healthy balance between something a little harsh and something that's very gentle and light. Okay, so I'm recommending that in tea version. Okay, and then I have my rose and jasmine that was coming up for her, and to make a bath salt for her for $13. And again, I don't know if she takes baths or not, but that's what was coming up for her, because it's very feminine and like very healing. So when we are more calm and relaxed when we're going through changes, it is very helpful. But again, you get the healing properties from some of the healing that I'm offering, and actually using real stuff in your products versus all of the other garbage that you get in your products. And then I went into crystals and stones. So this is a really nice rose quartz. What happens with the stuff that I have is I'm more about like going with the flow with my products. Some things I want to keep forever for myself because they're really hard to find. But I also feel like if they're meant to go to the right home, then I'll pull something out and offer that to someone. So this huge rose quartz is $60. I like this one for her because it has the pink and the purple kind of vibe going on where she's working on healing. And then I have amethyst, which is $58 for this one, and that's also like really pretty. So for someone who's purchasing something like this, again, it might be in your bedroom if you're struggling sleeping at night. It could be throughout the day if you sit in an office or work from home all day long. Again, this might be a good one. Whereas this one might be great if you already do meditation, or if you're someone like me who's kind of like here, there, and everywhere. This feels like a really good one to just have wherever you are when you need it. And that means indoors and outdoors. We can bring this into our outdoor space if we're out there a lot too. So again, if you're interested in all of these, the way that it works is if I do a recommendation for someone, whoever else is watching, if they want something, they get that first. So it's just whoever, you just have to say I want it, and then you pay for it. And if you want to pay with credit card, then I just send you almost like a little invoice, either through Messenger or email, and then you can pay that way too. That's completely an option, but I just set it up for you. Okay. And if you need to know a little bit more detail about some of this stuff, I can give it to you. Also, when I get really busy, sometimes I don't spend as much time offering information to people when I put it in their bag for pickup. But for the most part, what I have been doing is I'll make a little card after I do their healing, and I'll write down some recommendations and how you can use it as well. All right. But if you ever have questions, you just ask, don't hesitate. Those are the things that I actually, if you inbox me, I want to help you with. And I also like feedback as well, if there was something that you used that you liked or didn't like. Cool. So then we have a tiger's eye here. This is 16. It's a really nice raw piece. I have quite a few different sizes as well. So again, if she doesn't like the size, I can go smaller or a little bigger, but these were the ones I felt called to. This is $5 for the amethyst. So again, that might be a little bit more portable for someone, but it's nice to have a little bit everywhere. So if she has this in her bedroom and then this in her purse, we'll say, or a pocket. And I have so many stones, guys. Like, I have ones that I don't even know what they are yet because I haven't done the research on them yet. But again, that's where if you guys ask for recommendations, it forces me to have to go and do the research and do some of the labeling. As you can see, like this one is a really crappy old label, but I still put it out there for her. I like this one because it has sodalite in it, so with the oil. This is a blend that I made, and it's interesting. It says relax on it. So lemon is also, like, citrus in general is really great for hot flashes and things like that. So the sodalite is great because it's more of that calming, but then the lemon is also great, actually has healing properties for the specific hot flashes. So again, if you purchase something, I'd write down my recommendations on how to use it. Okay. Then we have a mint citrus, also another goodie. Sage and Palo Santo, this one smells amazing. And again, each one has a little bit of a different energy, so whatever you're drawn to is often, the first one you're drawn to is the one that you need. Very similar to when I do card readings, like you could let me know which roller are you most drawn to, and I can tell you why. If you choose 1, 2, or 3, 4, or 5, let me know. 4 is lemon for joy. So again, that one's relaxation, that one's joy. And then we have peppermint and lemon. So you're seeing kind of her theme, right? Because we know that the peppermint is also very cooling and helpful. So that's kind of how I did things. Oh, I have a desert rose, which is the family of selenite. I absolutely love this one. It's really hard for me to let these go. I know for you it might just look like a little rock, but for me it's like, oh, I don't want to let you go, buddy. So that one is $5. So I wrote down for her, right? Bath salt, 13. Red clover, 11. Lemongrass, large, 15. Chamomile spray, 15. Rollers are 13. Tiger's eye, 16. Amethyst, 5. Desert rose, 5. Large amethyst, 58. Rose quartz, 16. Right? So again, I would do this up in a way that it would look like pretty and nice and like for her. So every time it's a little bit different. Again, we have a different situation going on, and I already know that there's someone watching that could use a little bit of like a sea salt spray that I have. The sea salt spray, actually, we can use in our hair when we have like damp hair and it's not washed. If you put it in your hair, it actually gives you it more of like an ocean feeling, and it can just make you feel a little bit more, I guess, like oceany, which is interesting. And the sea salt is also really great for cleansing too, so it's something you can put on your body and in your space. I feel like we need more of that right now, where we're transitioning out of summertime and some people don't want to let go of that summer. I love fall myself, but I do have a combination of that of I don't want to let go of some of the things maybe we haven't done yet, or just the things that we love. But also we're going into a time that is very, again, transitional. So it kind of relates to all of the stuff that we're talking about when we go through a time in our life. We're changing our lifestyle throughout the seasons, right? So if we can look at this as transition and a time of change, we're turning a leaf, etc. Okay, so it's not just for women that are going through this. It could also be related to any type of change, and that's where, like, for some reason the rose petals are coming up for someone specifically, where it might be that you lost a loved one, like myself, or it could be like you are grieving a lost lover, like a husband, or it could even be a past lover from, say, like 10 years ago, and you're just realizing that you actually loved that person. So again, I don't just make bath salts, I make bath soaks. You can use rose in teas. Sometimes things are just really pretty in candles as a display, etc., for aesthetics. So just remind yourselves that roses are also a form of the highest vibration of love. And with this full moon coming in for the 9th and the 10th of September, we are working on the highest vibration of love. So it makes sense why I'm feeling called to the roses for people in general. And I have rose sprays and rose rollers, etc., etc. So again, if you want something around the full moon, something that you need for a ritual, or something you feel like you need as you release old things, let me know. I would love to help you out. And if you want to join my membership group as well, it's only $11.11 at the beginner level. If that's per month, you can cancel at any time, but we are doing yoga tonight for beginners. It's like not a situation where you need a mat or anything like that. We're really just very much starting from as if you've never done yoga, even if you have. And that's going to be going on tonight at 8:15, tomorrow, and the following night. And last week we did even more basic than this. And if you're a pro or a VIP, then you can see the replays of those too. And I'm going to go with the flow with how many people join and how many people like it as to where I decide to do more yoga. But I do feel like it's really great for people to start working on, especially if you have a heavy heart, especially if you're going through change. One of the things that I read up on menopause and hot flashes is not only are we working with these natural herbs, but we also need to exercise as well. And sometimes when we feel crappy, we don't feel like exercising. So I think that's why I'm inviting people into that yogic sleep feeling, where we can release things in more of a patient way with ourselves. And just when you think you don't want to change and you're finally content or happy, something comes along to show you that we need change, and that we need things to I guess kick our butt or push us in a different direction, because we're not meant to stay where we are. Okay, guys? So even if we're going through something heavy like this, where it might suck, where you are more angry than you usually are, or maybe your appetite's a certain way, perhaps you're gaining weight. Weight loss is another thing that I've been working on with people with some of my tinctures that they're finding really helpful, not just for sleep, but for weight loss too. So again, it's easy to become frustrated with ourselves, and we want to use things that can help us, but we also, again, have to change lifestyle stuff. And that's where some of the readings that I do and some of the rituals that I do can be supportive in our membership group too. Okay. Any questions, just let me know. You have to go through robinshealing.com underneath memberships to get in, and then I'll send you the invite to our private Facebook group. And also, if you're not on my email list, I'll often put things through email that I don't, of course, through these random videos. All right, love you guys. Take care, and bye for now.